So the Beats Studio Buds Plus have some big upgrades over the originals, like much better performing battery life, a much better sounding microphone for phone calls, a better sounding ambient mode, and slightly better performing active noise cancellation. So today we're going to see how the Beats Studio Buds Plus compare directly to the AirPods Pro 2. Because even though technically, yeah, the Beats Studio Buds Plus are meant for Android users, these are still a good option for any iPhone user that doesn't want to pay AirPods Pro 2 prices. Regarding pricing, the Beats Studio Buds Plus retail for $170, but they like to go on sale for $130 now. Whereas the AirPods Pro 2 have a retail price of $250, but they like to go on sale for $200. Overall, yes, you get some very big upgrades on the AirPods Pro 2 over the Beats Studio Buds Plus. Nonetheless, if you want to pick either of these two earbuds up, they'll be linked down below. And if you want to further support the channel, pick up a Big Head approved hat, linked down below. We've got trucker hats and snapbacks. By buying a hat, you help the unbiased and unsponsored videos coming, and it also helps us cover more products and produce more versus videos. Thank you to everyone who's already bought a hat, and look out for more designs coming soon. And also, please remember to hit that like button and let's get subscribed. Now first, let's talk about these cases. Now AirPods in general have always been the gold standard when it comes to cases because they're very small and they pack a lot of battery life in them. So they're super convenient for everyday carry. Now both the AirPods 3s and AirPods Pro 2's cases are very small. But then there's the Beats Studio Buds Plus case. Technically, I would say that this case is still doable for everyday carry, but this case is thicker and has a larger footprint than the AirPods Pro's 2 case. But also, when it comes to charging these cases, the Studio Buds Plus case charges via a USB-C port, making them more convenient if you're an Android user, whereas the AirPods Pro 2's case charges via a Lightning port, which is more convenient if you're an iPhone user. But also, there's wireless charging. With the AirPods Pro 2, this case has wireless charging, and you can also charge it with your Apple Watch's wireless charger, which is super convenient. Whereas with the Studio Buds Plus, this case doesn't have wireless charging whatsoever, which is a real shame just given this case's size and also the price point. Cause there are plenty of other mid-tier or entry-level ANC earbuds that have wireless charging, but not the Studio Buds Plus. But also, there's the U1 chip and built-in speaker that you'll find on the AirPods Pro 2's case. With this case, you can easily track it down through the Find My app if you're using an iPhone, and you can also get the speaker to play a sound for you when you're looking for it, and honestly, this is a feature that has saved me multiple times. Whereas with the Studio Buds Plus, yeah, you can track them down by using the Find My app, but they'll only tell you the last time that they were connected to your phone, which isn't as useful. So overall, just the case on the AirPods Pro 2 is a big enough reason to go with the AirPods Pro 2 over the Beats Studio Buds Plus. But then there's their battery life. Now with the AirPods Pro 2, these have an advertised combined battery life of 30 hours with the active noise cancellation turned on. The earbuds themselves can go for 6 straight hours and the case can supply 4 additional charges. However, if you were to use these earbuds with the active noise cancellation turned off, then you can extend their battery life that way. Whereas with the Beats Studio Buds Plus, these have an advertised combined battery life of 36 hours with the active noise cancellation turned off. The earbuds themselves can go for 9 straight hours and the case can supply 3 additional charges. However, if you were to use these earbuds with the active noise cancellation turned on, then that is going to drain their battery life faster. Overall, both of these earbuds have a really impressive battery lives, but in general, the AirPods Pro 2s do have better performing battery life here, specifically because they have a much better battery life to case size ratio, plus their case does have wireless charging, and also with the case, these are much easier to track down for when you eventually can't find them. But now let's talk about the earbuds themselves. Now first, I want to quickly address the sculpt of these earbuds. Now some people have always hated these stems on AirPods, but I actually like them because it makes it much easier to handle these earbuds. Whereas with the Studio Buds, all you have are these nubs, so sometimes taking these earbuds out of their case is a little difficult. But when it comes to fit, both of these earbuds are shallow fitting in-ear earbuds, as in they don't go in too deep into your ear canals like a pair of standard fitting in-ear earbuds. Like let's say the the Galaxy Buds 2 or Link Bud S. Now, the good thing about shallow fitting in-ear earbuds is that they feel a little more comfortable because they aren't as intrusive. The drawback is that they can wiggle out a little more than standard fitting in-ear earbuds. Overall, both of these earbuds are comfortable, but I would mainly recommend them for casual use. Now, when it comes to connectivity, with both of these earbuds, each earbud establishes a connection with your phone. So if you just want to use one earbud at a time, you can use either one. It doesn't matter. And this is the connection setup that we expect to see from all of our earbuds nowadays. Now, even though the Beats Studio Buds Plus aren't using Apple's H2 chip like with the AirPods Pro 2, both of these earbuds are still a good option if you're an Apple Power user, because with both of these earbuds, you can easily hot swap between all of your Apple devices associated to your iCloud account. However, with AirPods, hot swapping from one device to another is faster than with the Beats Studio Buds Plus. But when it comes to overall performance, both of these earbuds have zero latency across the board when watching movies or videos on your phone, whether you're using an iPhone or an Android device. But when it comes to audio codecs, with both of these earbuds, you only have support for SBC and AAC, which is very typical for Apple earbuds. But now let's talk about actually listening to music with these earbuds. Now, first off, you can't directly adjust the EQ on these earbuds to your liking like how you can with a lot of other earbuds out there. But overall, I really like how both of these earbuds sound. Now, both of these earbuds have an impressive amount of bass that both resonates an impressive amount, and it also has a nice kick to it. But even though these earbuds have a lot of bass to them, they don't sound warm or muddy because the vocals are still very prominent. Personally, I love how the AirPods Pro 2 sound, and I think these are my favorite sounding earbuds right now because they just sound very balanced. Whereas with the Beats, they also sound good, but I just feel that their treble is a little too high. Nonetheless, both of these earbuds sound great. However, with the AirPods Pro 2, these also have better instrument separation than the Beats Studio Buds Plus, especially when you turn on their spatial audio. But personally, I just use their spatial audio set to fix because I think the whole head tracking thing is just a gimmick. But spatial audio really does help make these earbuds sound more open than the Beats. But then when it comes to their MIDI controls on these earbuds, there is a big difference. With the Beats, we have physical buttons, and you can either skip through your music and adjust your ANC settings, or skip through your music and adjust your volume. But you can't do all three. Whereas with the AirPods Pro 2, you can skip through your music by pressing these stems, you can adjust your ANC settings by pressing and holding these stems, and you can raise or lower the volume of your music by swiping up or down on either stem. So overall, your MIDI controls on the AirPods Pro 2 are just way better. But then there's also the proximity sensors on these earbuds. Now with the AirPods Pro 2s, they have proximity sensors, so they will automatically play or pause your music if you take them out of your ears or if you put them back in. Whereas with the Beats, these don't have proximity sensors, so they won't do this. And personally, I really do feel that this is a very big inconvenience, and I do think that it's a big deal that the Beats Studio Buds Plus don't have proximity sensors, especially given their price point. But now let's talk about the active noise cancellation on these earbuds. Now, the active noise cancellation on the AirPods Pro 2 is impressive, and the active noise cancellation on the Beats Studio Buds Plus is decent. However, I do want to taper expectations here. I don't want you expecting that the ANC on these earbuds is going to block out nearly as much noise as a pair of premium ANC over-ear headphones, like let's say the Sony 1000XM5s, Bose QC45s, AirPods Max, or the Sennheiser Momentum 4s. Now, when it comes to overall ranking, for me, the AirPods Pro 2 and Sony WF-1000XM5s are neck and neck for first place, closely followed by the Bose QC Earbuds 2. Right below them are the Sennheiser Momentum 3s. Right below them are the Sony Link Bud S. Right below them are the Jabra Elite 85Ts. Below them are the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. Below them are the Pixel Buds Pro. And below them are the Beats Studio Buds Plus. Now, below the Beats Studio Buds Plus are the Jabra Elite 4s. Below them are the original Beats Studio Buds. Below them are the Galaxy Buds 2. And below them are the Sennheiser CX Plus. So overall, the active noise cancellation on the Beats Studio Buds Plus has been improved from the originals. However, just don't go thinking that the Beats Studio Buds Plus are going to block out as much noise as a pair of these more premium ANC earbuds. But in general, the active noise cancellation on the Beats Studio Buds Plus is going to be useful in, let's say, your bus ride commute or if you're in a slightly chatty office. And the reason why I say the AirPods Pro 2 and Sony WF-1000XM5s are neck and neck is because with the AirPods Pro 2s, these do a slightly better job of blocking out more road noise, aka constant lower frequency sounds, whereas with the Sonys, they do a slightly better job of blocking out chatter, aka random higher frequency sounds. Overall, the active noise cancellation on the AirPods Pro 2 is very impressive, and it is a very big upgrade over the Beats Studio Buds Plus. But like I mentioned in the past, I only use the active noise cancellation on my earbuds when I have to, and what's really important to me is the quality of their ambient mode. Now, both of these earbuds have really good sounding ambient modes. However, the ambient mode on the AirPods Pro 2 just sounds more natural than the ambient mode found on the Beats Studio Buds Plus. But also, with both of these earbuds, their microphone arrays do a really good job of blocking out wind noise when walking outdoors. However, the microphone array on the AirPods just do a better job of blocking out more noise. But also, the ambient mode on both of these earbuds is the active kind, meaning that they will actively block out sudden loud noises, which is really good, especially if you're walking outside and if a siren rolls by or if a dog starts barking, your ears aren't just going to get blasted. But finally, here's the microphone test. Now, I feel that the microphone on both of these earbuds sounds and performs good. But I do think the AirPods Pro 2 do a better job of focusing on my voice. But what's really impressive is that with both of these microphones, they do a really good job of dealing with noise pollution, because right now, the AirPods Pro 2 are doing a really good job of reducing all of this road noise. Because for comparison's sake, if we were to switch over to my lapel microphone, you're going to clearly hear all of this road noise. But if we were to switch back over to the AirPods Pro 2, it is severely reduced. And the Beats Studio Buds Plus are also doing a really good job of dealing with all of this road noise. And this is actually a very big deal because the original Beats Studio Buds didn't do a really good job of dealing with noise pollution in general. And when it comes to blocking out chatter, the Beats Studio Buds Plus are also doing a really good job of reducing all of this noise pollution. And so are the AirPods Pro 2. So overall, both of these earbuds have really good sounding microphones on them to take phone calls with, and they both do a really good job of dealing with noise pollution. But technically, I do feel that the microphone on the AirPods Pro 2 sounds and performs a little better than the microphone found on the Beats Studio Buds Plus. But with all that being said, the Beats Studio Buds Plus are a great pair of ANC earbuds. Now, these are really meant for Android users because of their USB-C port. But the Beats Studio Buds Plus are still a good option for an iPhone user that wants active noise cancellation without having to pay for the AirPods Pro 2. However, the AirPods Pro 2 do have some major performance advantages over the Beats. The AirPods Pro 2 have far better active noise cancellation. They also have much more robust media control buttons. They have a much smaller case, and their case has wireless charging, and their case is much easier to track down for when you eventually just can't find your earbuds. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit the like button and get subscribed. If you want to pick any of the products up, they'll be linked down below. And if you want to further support the channel, check out the merch. I made some shirts and hoodies that look and feel great, and you know I can be very particular, so I'll only slap my name on something if I'm really proud of it.